y'all. Welcome to the podcast about people whose moms died, for people whose moms died, by people whose moms died. It's called No Mama No Manual. I'm Teeahnah.
I'm Brittany.
And what are we talking about?
You'll understand one day.
Okay, you will understand one day.
Which was my least favorite thing to hear.
Because I want to understand now, truthfully. But I think there are so many different things that our moms did, either well or poorly, in our opinion, that we didn't get. But now we get. Like, the day has come for some things. They ain't came for everything yet.
Yeah. And I think the interesting part is, whether I agree or not, I understand. Like, there are so many things that my mom did, tolerated, went through, that I was just like, baby, I
couldn't
could
be
never.
me.
Okay. Except for the fact that one day
it was.
I was like, well, look here. Look at this. Right. And so, like, whether or not I agreed, I totally get it.
Like what? Please, an example.
Ooh, so many examples. We could start with the big one, patience with people with Y chromosomes, like men, and some of the things that my mom, I kind of watched her go through with my dad, and I would be sitting there as a teenager or, a young girl, and I'd be like, baby, not I, said the cat. Okay, what? 'Twas I.
It was you.
'Twas I. Every day, baby, every day of the week. If it ended in Y, I was doing it. I got it from my mama. Okay, going through the same type of emotions. So whether or not I agreed, right, I understand.
Where do you think the understanding came from? Like, was it just from the experience you were having, or was it like something you learned that made you understand how?
There was no, so we can the institution of marriage. We can talk about that, right?
Okay.
Because I used to be a member of it, and now I am no longer. God is good, and I now understand that staying or going, like, the decision is hard either way. The work is hard either way. You just have to decide for you. You know what I'm saying? But there were times I would look at her and I would be upset, right? I'm sitting there internally, like, mad at my daddy. I know you're not going to tolerate that. I know you're not going to put up with that, because of all the things she taught me about how to be a woman, how to do certain things. And lo and behold, baby, I got old and I fell in love. And I had some kids.
And you was tolerating some
baby shit. In a way that now I be looking back like, it's no way that was me, child. It's no way, baby. It was me. It was I. And so I understand. I understand why she stayed. I understand why I left. But either way, I get it. And sometimes I wish, I may cry. You might fuck around and get me to cry today. Because I just wish I could tell her that. Because I felt like I was really judgmental at times. Even, not out loud, but I was judgmental of her. Like, girl,
how could you?
Yeah, why? Yeah. But now it's just like, it was just her version of hard and how she was doing hard, and I just see her as so much more of less of a superhero and more of just a human being. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big one of, like, you'll understand one day. Dang. Parenting has also done that for me too. Because it ain't no book on that either. Nope. Okay, let me tell you something. You go into the hospital. Imagine this, okay? Okay. You just turned 24. You was 23. I was 12 days ago. Okay. Now you go in there and you coming out and there's a new human and they're like, you can take this person home. I don't even know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, we need an intro period. We need as long as you got a car seat, they let you take them home. No preparation, no classes, no nothing. Wow. You just wing it. And now there were certain things that, like, days she lost her shit on me, right? Days she wasn't so patient. Days I was just like,
I didn't even do nothing to you.
Right. I totally understand. Days where she would just go in her room after work and close the door. And you think it's you. It had nothing to do with me. And I totally get that now. And my prayer is that one day my kids have that moment
where they understand.
They just understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Those are good ones. I think Oh shit, I might cry too for real. But I was thinking about like some of the financial decisions my mama made. I didn't get them at first. Like, why would you, for instance, tithing? You are complaining on a daily basis about how you don't have no money, but you just put $25 in church. No sense. It's not clicking to me. I don't get it. I very much get it. Yeah. I very much get it now. Because in the moment, and especially now, like, understanding that my mama did so much of her life without her mom. My mom was 23 when her mama died. And so, like, recognizing that, one, my faith didn't really kick up until I lost my mom. And so that's probably when hers did too, even though we never got the chance to talk about it. But more than likely, that's when it happened, right? Because at that point, your person is gone. It's you and God now. You don't have nobody in between. And so, you know, just understanding why that was important to her versus like, yeah, we have all of this stuff going on, but this is a thing that is important to me and my faith. And so I'm going to do it whether your young ass understand or not. You don't got no money at all. Yeah. So, hush. Yeah. But stuff like that, or like her deciding to do whatever it was she needed to do to make sure like I was able to experience certain stuff. Like ice skating is not a cheap sport. It's actually very fucking pricey. The skates alone. Then deciding to, you know, make sure I was a part of, you know, this team, and I got a chance to do this, and then I did ice skating, and I did cheerleading, and then I did dancing. Yeah, just giving me experiences. Especially as an only child, because it's like, okay, well, how else do you make sure that your kid end up well-rounded if they only interact with other people's kids during school hours? With they not even really supposed to be talking to them that much because they're supposed to be learning. So it's like, damn, I get that, especially seeing people or, you know, interacting with folk out here in this very adult life who did not have the opportunity to learn how to be social. Because by whatever happenstance, right? Like they didn't want to participate in after school activities, or they couldn't participate in after school activities, and it just kind of colored the way that they became adults. Yeah. And it's like, damn, I ain't get it at first. I was a little tired. I ain't gonna hold you up. You got me and all that shit, but okay, I can now manage multitasking because I've had to my whole life. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing. I had no idea. My mom would just come home and randomly just say hallelujah out of nowhere. It's like...
It be like that. It really do.
Lady.
It really do.
And then I get home and just be like,
thank you, God. Thank you, God. I could never understand, like, there would be times where, like, we would... Because they spent their weekends. My parents both spent their weekends at, like, my sports tournaments. Right? Whether it was basketball, softball, whatever. And when I wouldn't play, I wouldn't even say play well, when I wouldn't play hard or when I wouldn't give full effort, she would spaz. She would be like, girl, do you know this is my weekend? Like, do you know I don't care if you score a point, but you better run? You know what I'm saying? Like, you better go out there and give it all. You better do the things. And I would be like, girl, whatever. And now, the way the children's activities take up, because you go to work. You be at work. Yeah. Then you be in traffic. I'm either at work or in traffic or feeding children. Baby, the one day of the week or the 2 days of the week that I'm not supposed to be doing that and watching my son walk at soccer is soccer. You're supposed to be running the whole time. Okay? You better knees to chest. I understand. Mama, I understand. I totally get it now. She used to lose her mind. And I don't lose my mind quite like she lost her mind. But internally, I feel her frustration. Because do you know I could be at home with some basketball shorts on right now, on my couch, minding my business, not interacting with humans in traffic? Baby, I get it. Yeah. I understand. Damn. The prayers in the car, listening to gospel in the car.
Ooh, listening to gospel in the car, listening to sermons in the car.
I understand. I totally understand, because at 12, annoyed. Okay, it's time for the Bushman. It's 6:00. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Yolanda Adams.
Yep.
Alone in the room. It's just me and you. I feel so lost. I don't know what to do. Okay? I understand now.
It was the Marvin Winans sermon tapes. And now it's me and Sarah Jake Roberts. Turn that on.
Okay.
Turn that up.
TD too. Don't play. Don't sleep on TD.
No. The whole family.
The whole family.
TD,
for real.
Sarah Torre.
For real.
I'm listening to everybody.
For real.
Stephen Furtick.
Baby, be in the car, just feeling my spirit.
Because because I'm liable to cut somebody out.
And have. It's important.
It makes sense now. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. Sometimes you gotta get turned up in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
My want to listen to my Beyonce CD.
Which sometimes I do. But not in front of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Which is another thing I understand now.
What?
Why my mother only listened to certain things in front of me. Right, like my dad, I knew the whole Tupac album at 5 years old, and my mama would be so upset because we would be in that truck. My daddy got this new truck. I'll never forget. It was a Montero Sport Mitsubishi, and we used to roll the windows down. We'd be outside, okay? Tupac bumping. I know the whole baby shed so many tears, okay? I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
Okay. And my mom would be furious because she was like putting gospel on in the car, trying to like make sure she was mindful of the things that I was listening to, except for when it came to R&B. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. And I finally understand why that's so important, because you be in the car rocking to something and your kids say it out loud and you be like, oh no.
Can't listen to that.
Yeah, I can't have you hypnotized by that. I can't have that frequency in your mind. I can't have that.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
Dang. I wonder, because my mom, she wasn't really a in-the-car music lady. She just would hum along to like whatever was on. Mm-hmm. But I guess that makes sense. What if she was ratchet?
I know my mama was.
What if she was?
I know she was. And that's one thing I think I do differently than my mama. Even though I understand why she didn't let me see her be anything but regal, right?
My godmama is like that. Yeah.
I let my kids see me human and be both, because I'm both. Because you can do both, and you can be everything that you are. And it was actually like an Instagram meme post, whatever it was, and it was like, I've seen successful women, mm-hmm. I've seen strong women, I've seen exhausted women. Mm-hmm. I've never just seen a soft, well-rested woman.
Me neither.
And as much as I think my mom did amazing things, which I understand, she was always busy, which I also understand. Yeah. Always busy.
My mama was too.
Never let people see you cry. And I understand the lesson.
I get it.
But I disagree with it. Right? Whether I agree or disagree, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Stuff just be making sense. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yeah. Heard you. I didn't understand when I was a child why after she went out, sometimes we didn't go back home.
Where y'all go?
We stayed right where the fuck we was at.
And you couldn't understand. You didn't know why at the time.
It's like, bro, I'm trying to go home and get
no, baby, because your safety mattered to her.
I get it now.
To her, because sometimes you cannot drive.
I'm going to take a nap at my friend's
okay.
house. I get it. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to stay at my cousin's house.
That's funny.
No longer.
That is so funny.
But the truth of the matter is,
that is so funny.
Girl wasn't getting us home.
That is so funny.
She wasn't getting us home.
That is so funny. Girl, that's funny.
Everybody lay down.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you ain't got no license or no car or no gas money.
Can't do shit.
I guess you're here now.
Couldn't help.
Yep.
I had no idea what was going on. I just thought I was being punished. But the way I be waking up on my homegirl floor, like,
It's so many
that
things.
was fun yesterday.
It's so many things.
It's so many things now.
It's so many things.
I get it. I had no idea what was going on. Aw.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that.
It's life stuff too, though, right? It's like friendships. Like I remember, like it's not like my mom had a whole lot of time to pour into things that were related to her because she was always, it was all about me. We were at my sports tournaments. We were at, if it was during the week, I had practice after school. But she still prioritized maybe not a lot of relationships, but her relationships. Yes. Right. And I think that like now in this season of my life and just like having, you know, my girls and having, I get it, baby. It can't all, I love them kids. Okay. And depending on the season and which man it is, I love him too. Right. Okay. But let's just tell the truth here. Okay. Let's just be honest. But your friends. Yeah. That sisterhood. Oh, it's so important. And I get it now. I get why that was such a sacred time for her.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. I definitely get a girls' night. Yeah. Loretta was having a girls' night. Yeah. Not whether I was there or not. She was having. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes a girl night was in the room with the door closed. Sometimes. And it might smell like, well, I didn't know what the smell was. I know now.
I have never understand my head so much in a day.
I get it. Loretta was smoking them tweeds. And I didn't understand at first. I get it now.
That's so funny.
I understand.
That is so funny to think about that. So like my mom didn't smoke. I would see her have like a pina colada every now and again, but she really didn't drink. So I don't, but that is so funny to like.
Weeds. She was smoking them. Her friends.
That's funny.
Close the door.
But you know what my mama was? She was a shopper. Oh, okay. And baby, one thing about it is I get it because I work hard. And I'm not, why would I deny myself? Why? I understand the importance of a budget, but within the budget,
is a line.
I would like it. And I'm going to buy it. And I get it. And she taught me that. And she taught me to always put something to the side for yourself. And I understand now.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Parents be making sense.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But even things that don't make sense make sense.
You understand.
Yeah. Like you're human. Human as heck. That lady used to cuss me out, okay? And not in a, she never demeaned me. She never called me names. But she would just be going off. And it would be like, girl, I am 9. Like, I am learning. Relax. Yeah. Baby, the way I be snapping on my 8-year-old. Oh, not on purpose, right? But it's just like
sometimes he be doing shit though.
It's just like that doesn't make sense. Even to an 8-year-old, that doesn't. And so I get it.
It's like, bro,
I get it because I'm not perfect, and I hope and I pray that one day he has the realization that like the girl is just doing her best. Jackie was just doing her very best. Yeah, and I do believe that, and I'm thankful.
Me too. Yeah, Loretta did. She did what she could do.
Yeah.
Cause she didn't have no mama. She like the more things I experience in my life, I realized that they may have come from the fact that my girl didn't have
your mom didn't have her mom.
No mama.
While being a mom.
She spent 10 years before that just figuring it out. And then she had a baby. Oh, like I didn't get why she was so close to my grandma. She had no fucking mama of her own. Yeah. So she borrowed my daddy mama. I don't know how great an idea that was, but she was doing what she could have did. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah. It be like that.
It do.
They was trying.
Wow.
And I wish, right, the part of grief that sucks and the part of like my mama being dead that is so fucking awful is not being able to pick up the phone and be like, okay, girl. I think about it. I post about it sometimes too because like my mom used to say something to me and it used to piss me off. I would call her and I'd be fussing about something, good, whatever it was at the time. And she would ask me in the calmest way, what?
I just want to make sure this is still recording. It is.
Okay.
You coming up.
Yeah.
She would ask you what?
She would ask me in the calmest way, you know, is this heavy or are you just carrying it like for too long? You know, like, is it heavy or is it heavy because you're still carrying it? You're still talking about it. You're still worried about it. Well, can you put it down? And I just be like, why? I'm pissed. Like, why can't you just let me be? And then in my mind, I'd be like, did you put stuff down? Right? Like, I'm over here spazzing internally. But it's stuff like that like now I ask myself that without her. Like, I hear her voice asking me. And so, like, stuff rolls off me a little easier. And it's those things that I wish I could call her and be like, I understand the question now. Hussy.
Oh man, there's so many points at which like I wish I would have gotten the opportunity to just ask like what was going on. Like I would have rather her tell me this is why and me be old enough to understand it to have to live through it on my own and be like, oh duh. Mm-hmm. Like, nah man, what the
Yeah.
You could have just said that. You didn't have to die. Mm-hmm. You could have just told me. You could have just told me that it is very important for you to do X, Y, and Z than for you to die. And I have to do it by myself. And be like, oh.
And not write a book or something. Like, leave a note. You know what I'm saying?
A journal.
Leave a little breadcrumb.
Man, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, though. I'm grateful to have seen it. Mm-hmm. And it makes sense now than to not have seen it and still be fucking confused. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And it makes me more graceful with myself and my people.
Mm-hmm.
Because my dog, we trying.
I'm going to cry. So we can wrap this up.
We're just trying, sis. Keep trying.
We're just trying our best. And so with that, we leave you like, what is something that perhaps you didn't get at the time? Oh, wait.
Say it.
I have to say it.
Yeah.
So the other day, these high school kids interviewed me on their podcast. And I was explaining to them. They asked me about, like, teaching. Because they knew I was a teacher before. And I was explaining to them about how, yes, high schoolers are terrible. But y'all not, like, y'all only terrible a little bit. But a lot, but, like, I get it. And I was explaining to them. They was trying to defend themselves. And I'm like, no, I totally understand why you're going through a thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you're learning how to be a person.
Be an adult, yeah.
You are understanding, like, your own authority versus the authority of those elder than you. And then in different spaces and blah, blah, blah. And you know what these niggas said to me? They said, yeah, sometimes it's hard, like when our moms are trying to tell us something, especially like about our friends or about different situations at school, and we hear them, we might act like we don't get it, but we end up getting it.
One day.
No, but the thing about the one day is sometimes it's much, much sooner than later.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all understand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like y'all be y'all parents and the adults around you not just telling you shit because it sounds good. We done lived it already. And it's like, dang.
How many times your mama said that to you?
I don't know.
I'm not telling you this for fun.
She probably said it several times. You think I'm just saying this? Mm-hmm. And then in my head, yes, I do think you're just saying this because it's impossible. This doesn't apply to me. And then it be applying.
Stop calling them high schoolers terrible people. They are good people in a terrible time.
Being terrible. Flat out.
And with that, we would just like to tell our mothers, Jackie and Loretta, we understand, man.
We get it now.
You ain't have to die. We would have told you that eventually. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like the point was coming. You could have waited. We get it now, though.
Hope you're listening.
They are. Gotta be.
They better be.
No, dead ass.
Like, for real, sis. Get this message.
Don't put me through this
and
then
God.
not be listening to me as I share my grief with the people on the internet for free.
On the front facing camera.
Yeah, crying tears.
Stand up.
Okay, no, for real. Okay, back to my clothes. If you, like I said, if you now get it, like share with us. What do you get now that you probably had no understanding of prior to your mom passing away, or just in general, like in your adulthood or not adulthood? I don't know. Man, it's hard out here for everybody.
All of us. People just be doing their best.
Doing their best, and we are sitting here trying to chronicle it because we love you. Know that. See you in the next one. Bye.